Okay, this is the P1 paper from June 2021. It's question number 6, which is, by the looks of things, a differentiation question. There's a bit of integration in there, and there's some work finding the equation of a tangent. Let's go ahead and get started. So it tells me I've got this curve y equals fx. It tells me that it passes through the point 8,2, and it gives me f dash x, the gradient function, the differential. And then what it says is, can we find the equation of a tangent? And can we write the answer in the form y equals mx plus c? Well, if it's the equation of a tangent, I'm normally going to use y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. That's how I find the equation of a straight line, where I know the coordinate x1, y1, and I know m. Well, I've got x1, y1, as we said previously. That's over there, but I haven't got m. So now I know what my game plan is. My game plan is going to be, can I find m? And then once I've got that, I can use this formula. Well, yes, I can, because m is simply f dash x, putting in the value 8 will give me the gradient at that point. Right, I've explained it to you. Now let's explain that to the examiner as to what I'm going to be doing. So we've got part A. If f dash x is equal to, and then just copy it out, 32 over 3x squared plus 3 minus 2 lots of the cube root of x. Okay, all written down like that. Then m is just going to be equal to f dash 8, which means 32 over 3 lots of 8 squared plus 3 minus 2. The cube root of 8 is 2, but you might not know that, in which case you just put everything into your calculator, just testing that you can do all that in calculator. I'm sure you can. The answer apparently comes out to be that f dash 8 m is going to be equal to minus 5 over 6. And so now I've got all the information I need to work out the equation of the tangent. The equation of a tangent, as we said just a minute ago, is y minus y1 equals m x minus x1, and we've got that m is minus 5 over 6, we've got that x1 is equal to 8, and we've got that y1 is equal to 2 there. So substitute all those values in. We're going to get y minus 2 equals minus 5 over 6, x minus 8 here. And then we just need to rearrange this. And remember what it said just a moment ago. It said put it in the form y equals mx plus c. So y is minus 5 over 6 x minus 8 plus 2, and then just multiply that out. Minus 5 over 6x, and then minus 5 over 6 times minus 8 plus another 2 all tidies up to 26 over 3. And just absolutely to clarify, it said it wanted it in that form. If it hadn't, I'd have done it as ax plus b, y plus c. But no, that's fine. So part A done. Part B, what does it say? Find fx. So if I need to find fx, I'm just going to integrate this. I'll get a constant of integration, but then I know that 8,2 is a point on the line. So if I put that in, I'll be able to work out the constant. Okay, that's explained it to you. Let's actually now just say what we're going to do. So fx is just going to be the integral of what we had just a minute ago, which was 32 over 3 x to the minus 2 plus 3 minus 2x to the third dx. Compare that to what we had here. I've just described that as x to the minus 2, and I've just described that as x to the power of a third. Definitely should be able to work with fractional negative indices like that. So fx is going to be the integral of that. So we add 1 onto the power, and then we divide by the new power. It's going to give me that. For the 3, we just know the integral of that's that. And then the same again, add 1 onto the power is going to make 4 over 3. And then divide by the new power. Those of you that see me do these videos, yeah, you can do 2 divided by 4 over 3, or just as easily, you can do 2 multiplied by 3/4. Dividing by 4 over 3 is the same as timesing by, flip it upside down. Doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as you're getting the answers right here. So fx is going to work out to be minus 32 over 3x here, plus 3x, and then that tidies up to minus 3 over 2 x to the 4 over 3 plus c. But now remember, we know our coordinate here, that at x equals 8, fx is equal to 2, or in other words, f8 is equal to 2. So I get that 2 is equal to minus 32 over 3 lots of 8 plus 3 lots of 8 minus 3 over 2, 8 to the 4 over 3 plus c. And now it's purely a question of rearranging all that. So work out all the values. C works out to be equal to 10 over 3, which means that my final answer for fx is fx works out to be minus 32 over 3x plus 3x minus 3 over 2 x to the 4 over 3 plus that constant 10 over 3. Just go back and check. Yeah, nothing else there. Just put the answer in the simplest form. So that's what we've done. Hopefully that makes sense.